by...
Say hello to Shanta. Shanta is an entertainer, but she also loves to be entertained, which is why she has Flow TV brought to her through Flow's 100% fiber to the home network. It's great for busy Shanta because she can control the time she watches her favorite shows, playback from the start in case she missed it, or even record with cloud video recording. And with her Flow services bundle, enjoys much more for much less. Visit any Flow retail outlet, call 1-800-804-2994 or visit discoverflow.co to find out more. One-of-a-kind connection. This is how we flow.
This is the Barbados Today evening news update for Thursday, September 1st. Thank you for joining us. I am Mary Claire Williams. The Division of Defense and Security of the Prime Minister's office today said they have found no evidence to support charges of mistreatment leveled against immigration officers at the Grantley Adams International Airport by Jamaican national Sonya King. King alleged earlier this week that she and her infant son were mistreated while in the custody of the Immigration Department on Saturday, August 27. A statement issued this afternoon by the division said Ms. King was initially denied entry because she did not have evidence of either a return ticket to Jamaica or status in Trinidad, where she resides, as is legally required. The statement says the division is satisfied that the immigration officers on duty did everything possible to make Ms. King and her son comfortable, especially considering that events unfolded during the wee hours of the morning when there was no access to food variety, the Customs Department to access her luggage, and the relevant office. In other news this evening, the Barbados Light and Power Company is still trying to determine what caused an island-wide power outage this morning. Power went out at approximately 5:55, and households and businesses remained without electricity for several hours.
Early in the morning, we recognized that power was out. We also made contact with the Barbados Light and Power, and they indicated to us that they had their technicians on the job and working, trying to get power restored to Bridgetown as quickly as possible. I thought what was important for us is that we communicated to our customers who had been outside from around 7:30, 8 o'clock, waiting to get into the store to let us communicate to them that we couldn't open, basically because even though we have standby power, the generator does not facilitate the use of the AC. And as you could well imagine, the store being closed from overnight, the store would have been warm, and we didn't want to have them shopping in an uncomfortable environment so early in the morning. So we took the option to remain closed, communicating to them periodically that why we were closed and that we would try to keep them informed during the course of the morning.
We never felt any effect. Well, the effect side, the negative side was about the air conditioning, because our generator cannot, re-energize the escalator and the air conditioning. Only that way. Other way, we are fine. We had no problem because the light was on. But in general, it has a different effect from a different side,
Okay.
To about the air conditioning and so.
You definitely see the benefits of having a generator.
Of course, definitely. And which is a very rare, in Barbados for the power failure, to face power failure. We never faced before, only if we have a storm or hurricane, how it is. Usually we never get that, But today it was a little disturbed, but we got out of it.
Power was restored in areas in the south, including parts of St. Philip, shortly after 7 o'clock, while Bridgetown and environs received service just before 10:30. Service to the remaining affected customers in the north and west of the island was restored shortly before 1 o'clock this afternoon. Some areas are said to be still without electricity. Some lines had to be restored manually in the field. A 16-year-old boy is one of 3 people being treated at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital this evening for injuries sustained in an early morning shooting in Wharton, Christchurch. The incident, which occurred at about 1:45, saw the teen being shot in the head, a 35-year-old man being shot in the neck, and a third man, aged 21, shot in the right ankle. A 19-year-old man was also shot in the right hand, while a 23-year-old woman received bruises about the body. Police say a number of homes and vehicles in the vicinity were also damaged, and police are appealing to anyone who may have information that can assist with their investigations to call 418-2609 or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-TIPS. That's 1-800-8477. Police are reporting this evening that no charges have been brought against the parents of 2 children who were pictured bound on a bed. The picture has been circulated on social media. Police say they have investigated the matter in conjunction with the Child Care Board, and as a result, no charges were proffered against the two individual parents. Police added that their investigations revealed there was no neglect or abuse of the children. However, personnel from the Child Care Board will continue to work with the families. The University of the West Indies Cave Hill campus is facing a major shortfall of new students for this academic year. Dean of the Faculty of Social Sciences, Dr. Justin Robinson, told a press conference this morning the administration believes a significant number of continuing and prospective students may not be able to pay tuition fees. Dr. Robinson said in his faculty alone, only about half of the 1,000 students who have been accepted have taken up the offers. But he said there are more than enough funding options available throughout the campus and government, but people are not accessing them. He has therefore given the assurance that prospective students, especially those from a lower income background who already have other pressing financial obligations, to have their education funded through grants. Dr. Robinson noted that such individuals would receive financing based on their means. And the co-chair of campus's financial aid program, Dr. Deonley Carrington, also assured that even where people cannot afford to borrow the full tuition fee upfront, arrangements can be made to accommodate them. Both officials echoed the fact that there are a variety of scholarships available, as well as the government's 2016-2017 Higher Education Financial Grant.
So we have the scholarships, grants, which we have always had, and those are primarily scholastic-based. What is new and what we find are being underutilized by a number of prospective students are really our needs-based financing mechanisms. The main one being the Cave Hill Financial Aid Program, which provides students with full scholarships or part scholarships based on their financial need and once they can maintain a minimum GPA. So we want to encourage as many prospective students as possible to actually register, to apply and make use of these funding sources, because we are seeing that these were underutilized in previous years and already on trend for this academic year. When we compare the number of persons who have applied and were accepted and we sent them offers relative to those who have actually accepted their offers and registered, we are seeing that there is a disconnect, which we suspect is due to financing.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Lord, these papers is selling at all. Get your paper. Only $2.25, get your paper. Get your paper, miss. Look, take it, I can pay for it.
Barbados Today, all the way.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter. That's the move for me. Stability, prosperity. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
We are back now with news from the region. In Jamaica, the leader of the main opposition People's National Party, Portia Simpson Miller, has ordered an investigation into allegations of the misuse of funds donated to the party ahead of this year's election. Party Treasurer Norman Horn raised the matter in his report to the National Executive Council at a meeting in July. In that report, Horn alleged that senior members of the party collected millions of dollars in donations for the February 25 poll, but they failed to hand the funds over. The report was not accepted by the NEC, as Horn was absent from that meeting. And finally, a severe earthquake at sea has prompted calls for residents of a small community on the east coast of New Zealand's North Island to evacuate. Civil defense authorities asked people in the Tolaga Bay area to leave their homes after a 7.1 quake struck 105 miles northeast of Gisborne. People in some coastal areas were told to relocate to higher ground. An emergency worker told New Zealand Radio that the quake caused a tsunami, but it had no noticeable impact. That's news this evening. Remember, there's more on our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Or you can tune into Channel 99 on Flow TV or Mix 96.9 FM for more news. I am Mary Claire Williams. Good evening.